Welcome, aces. Great to be with you again. Today, we are going to start our lesson with a new little warm-up. It's kind of a tongue twister, and it also gets our singing voice going. So, here it is. It goes like this. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. Can you try it? My turn. My mom made me. Your turn. My turn. Mash my M&Ms. Now we're gonna sing it. It goes like this. So, if I sang it, it would go, my mom made me mash my M&Ms. I'll sing it. You sing it after me. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. Ready? Your turn. Here we go. Now we're going to go up a little bit. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Ready? Go. Here we go. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Ready? Go. One more. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. Your turn. Ready? Go. There it is. Thanks. My mom made me mash my M&Ms. See how fast you can say it. Awesome. Thank you for doing that. So next, we are going to talk about simple meter versus compound meter. We've talked about it last week. We're going to bring it back and try to deepen our understanding with it today. So quickly remember that they have different size beats. So simple meter has a size 1 beat and compound meter has a size 1.5 beat. We're going to talk about this more in depth another week, but I want you to get that in your head that they have different size beats. What I do want you to focus on right now, though, is which notes are in which meter. So if we look right here, we have our 2/8 notes, our quarter note, quarter rest, and half note. Those are in simple meter, okay? If we move over to compound meter, now we have 3/8 notes. There are no 2/8 notes. 2/8 notes don't fill up a beat in compound meter. So we have 3/8 notes, and if we have a quarter note, it often has a dot after it. Dots make notes a little bit bigger and last longer, so they fill up this bigger size beat. All right. So let's look at a couple of rhythms. And our job is to identify, is this in simple meter or compound meter? That's our question to answer right now. Here we go. Looking at these notes, maybe you already know, but take a look. If we see this, if we see this, if we see this kind of note, is that simple meter or compound meter? 3, 2, 1. Let's find out. It is simple meter. Okay, we have 2/8 notes on a beat. We have quarter note, there's no dots, and quarter rest. No dots. All right, here we go. Let's try this one out. Is this simple meter or compound meter? Three. Simple meter again, okay? Now, let's practice clapping and saying this one. I'm going to put this symbol here, which is a repeat sign. Everyone say repeat sign. We see two dots. We see two lines, a thin line and a thicker line. Okay, that's, if you see that symbol in music, that means we're going to go back to the beginning and repeat, or go back to the beginning of that section and repeat. So for this, it means we're going to start here. We're going to do this line. We're going to go down to the next line and do that. Then we hit the repeat sign. So we go back and do it one more time. Doesn't mean we repeat it over and over forever. Just means repeat one time. So let's clap and say this. Ready? Starts with do. And this one says do day. Okay, ready? And here we go. Do, do day, do. Do, do day, do. Do, do day, do. Do, do day, do. All right, this time I'm going to play this Tubano here, and I am going to play the rhythm. So let's see if your claps match and you can say the rhythm language, do and do day. Ready? And here we go. All right. Cool. Let's look at one more rhythm and see if it's simple or compound meter. Take a look. Three. So looking at those notes, we have 3/8 notes here, all connected together, all on one beat. We have a quarter note with a dot after it. We call that dotted quarter note. That means we are in compound meter for this one. And we are going to practice this one too. Remember, now we're saying do. So that sounds the same. Or do-dotty, do-dotty. Everyone say do-dotty. Ready, go. All right, so let's try this. We have a repeat sign at the end, so we're going back and repeating again. 1, 2, ready, and go. All right, so could you keep up with that rhythm? All right. Next, we are going to go back to our virtual xylophone, and this time we're going to practice again, and then your Seesaw response will be recording something on the virtual xylophone. So we need to go to playxylo.com, and that link is in your Seesaw activity. So if you look down, it'll say link for virtual xylophone or link for xylophone or something like that. Click on that. Remember, we want to have 2 tabs open. We want to split our screen. So you can have 2 tabs and click back and forth, but it makes it a little tough to get back and forth between the video and the xylophone. If you can, please have your lesson video up. Click on that link to open up the virtual xylophone. Then you're going to click on the tab with the lesson video, and you're going to press the keys Alt and one of the brackets, probably the one that's going towards the left. Doesn't really matter if it's the other one. And that will snap your screen to one side. Then you're going to click on the other tab with the virtual xylophone. You're going to pull it down so that it separates from the lesson video. And you're going to press Alt and the other bracket key, and that should snap it to the other side of your screen, and you'll have both there for you to see. That way you can watch the video and play without having to click back and forth. Now you will have to click into that window with your xylophone to be able to play. So I'm going to give you about 10 or 15 seconds to try and work on that, because I know sometimes when we pause the video, then you can't really get it started again. Five. All right, now you might need more time, so you might need to pause the video, but hopefully you got most of the way there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to change our bars into solfege language. So instead of C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, we're going to change it into do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And to do that, we are going to look on our virtual xylophone, and we're going to look for this little eye, a little picture of an eye, icon, whatever. And then we're going to click on that. And when we click on that, this little menu should pop up, and we want to click the check mark next to solfege. When you do that, then your virtual xylophone should change into the solfege words. Okay, so we have that. Now we can practice our warm-up pattern. We are going to record this for our seesaw lesson, or excuse me, our seesaw response today. So we're going to practice it, and then this will be what I would like you to do. Our goal is to start playing songs on this virtual xylophone, but I want to make sure that you've had a chance to get used to it and get familiar with it before I ask you to just start playing a song. We practiced this warm-up last week. Now we're going to practice it again and record it. Starting off, this goes do, do, re, do. We started with do, but then we added re for the second one. Okay? Could you sing that back to me? I'll sing it, you sing it. Do, do, re, do. Okay, now we're going to play it. So I would really like, when we play on this virtual xylophone, please use the number keys on your keyboard. Don't try to click on each bar. You can do that. It doesn't let us really play music or play rhythms of any kind. So use the 1, 2, 3, 4. These numbers right below the bars are what you would press to play those sounds. So if I played our first pattern, it would go like this. You try it and play it a couple times, maybe 2 or 3. All right, next, we are going to play this one. We're going to add 1 bar each time, starting on do always, coming back to do always, but now we added mi. So this will sound like this. I'm going to sing, you sing it back to me, please. Do, re, mi, re, do. And then if we play it, your turn, a couple times. And what I would like you to work towards is singing and playing it at the same time and making your voice match the sound. So if I listen to it, then I can sing it while I play. Do, re, mi, re, do, and try to make my voice match that sound. Okay, so try that. Try singing and playing at the same time. All right, 2 more patterns. We're adding sol this time. Now that sol is not the next bar. We're gonna skip over fa. Okay, so if I go back, we're doing do, re, mi, sol, mi, re, do. Sing it back to me. Ready, go. Okay, we're skipping over fa for right now, but we're still adding one more, which is sol. That would sound like. Try it a few times and try singing it and playing it. Last pattern is adding la. Do, re, mi, sol, la, so, mi, re, do. Your turn. Ready, go. You can try it on the xylophone or singing or both. Three, two, one, zero. All right, I broke it up into 4 sections or 4 different patterns, but we're going to try to put it all together. And for your Seesaw response, you can choose to sing it and play it, but really what I am asking you to do is to play it. Okay, so if I put those together, it would sound like this. Ready? Right. So I started with do, then I added re, then I added mi, then I added sol, skipping over fa, and then I added la. And it might take some practice time, but that's what I would love to hear you play in Seesaw. The way you're going to do that, if you have your split screen, instead of the lesson video, you're going to go to Seesaw on that screen. So you'll have Seesaw on one side and your virtual xylophone on the other. If you have 2 tabs, same thing. Seesaw in one tab, even if it's not split screen, Seesaw in one tab. Click on the microphone in Seesaw, then click over to the tab with the virtual xylophone. Play that warm-up, which I will have there in Seesaw for you to look at. I won't see your screen. I won't see you. I will just hear what you're playing on the virtual xylophone. That's what I'd like to hear for Seesaw today. Okay, that is our lesson. Thank you, ACES musicians, and looking forward to hearing what you have to play. And I will see you again next week. Bye, everyone.